welcome back to my channel. This is your girl NOMASANGE NGWEKAZI, and on today's episode we are going to be speaking about how basically it's a testimony on me sharing how I was a prodigal daughter and how I came back and what caused that, and yeah man, what was my
side eye, criminal offensive side eye, bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye,
turning point. And yeah, so please do sit, relax and enjoy the testimony, and yeah man, see you on the flip side.
Girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that.
Okay, so I grew up in a household whereby and my mom was very strict. My dad was like the soft one, but my mom was the strict one. And then we were not allowed to watch TV so much because my mom believed that like a TV would influence us to do bad things. Because I think she kind of knew what type of kids she had. Like I was like the very gullible one, very gullible. So like we were never allowed to watch TV and stuff like that. However, like we forced our way. We forced our way through things, and we were like, I go to a season of TV and stuff like that. And with that, let me not speak for my sisters, but I got to see a lot of things that influenced me to be like, okay, I want to be on TV because of the wrong reasons, right? So big fan of hip-hop music. I would go to Kuikasi experience without my mom's knowledge, and like she would end up finding out and she would be very pissed at me, and I would get punished. But like for me it never fazed me because I still wanted to be outside, because I mean like kids my age were outside. So I was like, "Lo mama lona like yanibambekisa babes, like yo uyabo." I was very much involved ecaweni. I was like one of the preachers at ecaweni. I was an usher, and sometimes I would be a Sunday school teacher. Yeah. Teacher of Sunday school in Donna. Yeah. So ngapha ndithanda hip hop, ndithanda baphandle ngapha dia preacher sometimes on a Sunday, on youth day, on youth month mostly. Sas alawisho that is ready to preach in youth month, not just in J. So the side, yeah, hip hop influenced me a lot to wanting to be a video vixen, wanting, you know, to be dress like them, wanting to go to America, and you know, like just to go live that specific life. As much as in the scene, but I still wanted to be that girl. And also I think no like close like friends with Aban Basetawin, like some of the girls in my church were also dabbing in sin. Like I know most of them, like they would be here then on Sunday morning they would be a worship team, and I was like, but if they can do it, so I can also do it, right? Because that's what I thought. Fine, okay. Until I think we moved to Kailicha. When I was in Kailicha, I was like, you know what, like it's fine, like I'm gone. And then there was a time whereby my mom I think she had it up with me. So she was like, you choose to stay up and follow the rules. And I was also program with you. So my mom, and I didn't want it, no, but my mom kind of forced me to go into it. So my mom was like, if you're not going to follow the rules, then puma, and then if you're going to follow, then you're going to do that program, right? And because now I was like, like, you know, like I just wanted to be outside. Basically I wanted to live my own life, but I wanted to live my own life ekaya, yabo. So I went out and there was this guy, and I told him that, look, I don't have a place to stay, can I please just crash at your place for some time, and then I'm going to move out. I think it was also close to month end. So he was like, oh, okay, cool, you can do that. And I stayed with him. Like, we were okay, it was fine. And we're next door, Backslid about new DJ. They were very famous then. I'm not gonna mention their names, but they were very famous then. And then so it would happen by now. There were certain nights whereby he would manipulate me and be like, I can't bring my girlfriend because you are over, so basically I have to sleep with you. So fine, I didn't like it, but I was like, ish, you know what, like it's perfectly fine, like so I just have to, and I did that. And then I had a boyfriend at that time, but we just met, so it wasn't like an easy decision of me until I moved out. I got a flat at Lowa, and I stayed there, and then there I just like it. I just started, I don't know why I became suicidal all of a sudden, but I was very suicidal. Oh, let me say I wanted to be suicidal, because I never got to an extent whereby like nyandi bomba okay, like I won't but I tried to. And then he asked me to move in with him, and then I moved in with him. That was perfect. We stayed together. I still would like come to church, but it wasn't like a matter of bana I was devoted now, no. And I stayed with him until I started dreaming of the lekwanyok. It was either a snake or into a dark figure. It's either an and I would like wake up in the morning and I would tell him that, hey, lentole I investigate, you know, and he would be like, no baby, it's variety, you're gonna be fine, just continue praying, because I would also pray. He would tell me about just continue praying, so right. Hey guys, fine, it continued, and then he started attending this sangoma also. So he was like, okay, mama, we are going, then you're gonna be fine. This thing continued. So sometimes he was told not to sleep with me because I looked for food and all this stuff, and I understood. But what would happen was that he would masturbate next to me, and he would watch like porn next to me. So I was like, oh, okay, so these are the type of girls that you like, right? And then I got into the specific website. It's very famous now. Got into this specific website, and I started doing porn, because in my head, this is what he likes, this is what my boyfriend likes, so why not do it? And then I did it. I still stayed with him. He didn't know that time. And then I started posting certain pictures on my Instagram, and he was aware, and he would see it, and he would ask me, why are you posting certain pictures like I don't like them? And I was like, no, but I like them, and I'm getting the attention that I want. Because in my head, like I wanted him in the time, like to give me the specific attention, like to be all over me, and he was not for that. Like he was not for that. And then we continued until like this thing would still sleep with me, and then I would tell him, and then until one day saglo mama I'm attender, and then this lady, like, she spoke everything that I wanted to hear, right? Forgetting that everything that I share with my boyfriend, obvious, we are attender payana, so obvious she tells him everything that I'm going through, so obvious kayas on the ends, like that thing about chaze umdu. Obvious, she's gonna tell me everything that I went through, because it's what he knows, it's what he sees, it's what he has experienced. But that time's unvalid, so it was like for me, how did she know all this stuff? How did she know about my family? You know, I was like all fascinated, forgetting but ndiyasherisha naloo into zam. Fine guys, waqhubekeka kwahambeka. Still lent is like isandlala ebusuku and whatever. So she's like, okay, uzohamba uyilahla emlanjeni. So we went to go to the ceremony, and it was very scary because I had to prick needles in a chicken, and the chicken then I had to prick needles in it. Oh, it was a lot. And that time a promise ring because he promised to marry me, right? We were in our 2nd year. Yeah, good relationship. And then ndayibeka like ndakhula ndongendamangazane, then ndayibeka phaya, and then all of a sudden everything else was fine, but the ring yami yalahleka. Fine ke guys, nyani kwayenzeka yalahleka iring yami. And then there were days where I would have to sleep higher because kwafuneka ndivuke ndigabhe like insebenzo and all that stuff. And me and my man were like, he was supporting me. The website thingy was on hold, but I was making money still on it because I had content. Until Christmas of that year, I did this lady's face, and my boyfriend was supposed to qithanga kwalanga, but he couldn't, and it was just a whole lot of a thing. And kwakuningi money, and all that time also his ex-girlfriend was like telling him, but no, you know what, like I want you back and wara. And he told his ex-girlfriend that me and you will never be again because I've been with this person, and because of this person, like, you know, I've managed to be this type of a person, so I can't just develop in just because of when you wanna come back to me. Fine. And then oh yeah, before Christmas, my friend, she invites me to come over at a hotel in Cape Town. This is now how I got introduced now into the street life. She invites me to go to town. I go to town. We get there. There's like these guys, right? Okay, so there's these guys, and we get there. They buy for us alcohol and everything. And she introduced me to this specific guy. And then yeah, this guy is like popping bottles for us, popping alcohol, and everything. And then we get to go home. As fika home, this guy has his own room. The girls have their own room. He booked them like their own not room per se, but apartment. He had his own apartment. Then he's like, okay, you're gonna sleep with me in my apartment, and then they're gonna sleep here. Then my friend tells me, okay, so whatever that he says you must do, just do it. You're gonna get like good money. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you know, like in Mondiami. We go to the room upstairs. I'm doing this because I'm trying to check if this thing is recording, guys. We go to the room upstairs. We go to his room. He gets there, and then he's like to me, Bana, I'm not gonna sleep with you because there's just this light about you, yeah, and I don't want to touch it, so just sleep next to me, and that's about that. Yeah, boyfriend, I mean, that's the day which we just went out. Guys, but I'm going to do this. Fine. He sleeps, and then in the morning, like, we sleep just normal, you know, we sleep just normal. I don't dream of anything, I don't see anything, I don't even feel anything. Then in the morning we wake up, and then he gives me, I think, a 500 rand or 600 or 800, I'm not sure. And I was like, okay, I didn't do anything. Yeah, but fine. I go home. I get home. I don't give my boyfriend this money. I spend it kum. And then my friend, like, oh, because of that money, now like I start telling my friend, but show me, like, if you ever get like other gigs like this, let me know. Okay, chum, it's okay, sharp, okay, babes. And then we get another one. She invites me at this place. No, she didn't invite me. I forced myself to go because she was there posting, and I was like, Chomi, like, please bring me over, because I think I needed the money for something, but I can't remember what it was. Then Daya Payana, I got this guy. I had to do like certain things with him, and then the following morning, this guy gave me this guy gave me cents, and I was like, what?
Understand?
Because he was like, no, I'm gonna come back. And then I went to work. I was doing promotions that time. Yes, I was doing promotions that time in Luandle for this other company. And then there